Greetings, I'm geofatboy from Shave Nation Shaving Supplies, shavenation.com. I've answered thousands of questions on YouTube and Facebook and at shavenation.com at the website, mostly regarding how do I shave the problem areas, how do I shave directly under my nose, how do I shave the cleft in my chin, how do I shave my enormous Adam's apple, how do I navigate the jawline with a straight razor. Well, today what I'm going to do is cover all those topics and maybe a couple more just in one video, so that way you can refer back to this and it'll help you improve upon your shaves, hopefully. And this, all these things will work whether you shave with a multi-blade cartridge razor or a safety razor, such as this, or a straight razor, old school. So let's get right to work. Okay, as far as your Adam's apple, what you want to do is you can try this technique. All you have to do is swallow and then hold your swallow. You'll see my Adam's apple, it's right here. And when I swallow, it goes up and disappears. So if you can hold that swallow and then just take your safety razor and shave across the area, that should take care of it for you. If you've been blessed with an overly large Adam's apple, then you may want to try this technique. Lather up just the Adam's apple, grab your brush, just lather the Adam's apple itself, and then what you do is take your fingers and push to the side that skin. And the skin directly over your Adam's apple will be then moved over, and then you can shave across it and snap back, and then it will snap back in place. And also you can stretch it in the other direction as well and shave that. You may want to switch hands for this one. Shave that next to it, and then when you release, it'll snap back over your Adam's apple again. So that's something you can work on. If your hands are slippery, go to shavenation.com, get yourself an alum block. It comes in this nice case, and this one's in plastic. And what you do is just run it under cold water, dab your fingers, and then you can pull your skin, even if you have soap on your face or shaving cream. It'll allow you to still pull it over. Now let's talk about the cheeks. When you shave your cheeks, if you're a bit on the thinner side, lucky you, and your cheeks are concave, then you know, it's tough to get across that area with a flat blade going into a concave surface. All you need to do, this is especially effective with a straight razor, is just inflate a little bit of air into your cheeks like so. Just puff it out a bit, and then you can shave across that area without a problem. And that'll cover your cheeks. And that'll help with a safety razor and a multi-blade cartridge as well. Now, to shave across your jawline, if you shave with a straight razor, you will see that it's sometimes difficult to make that transition from the vertical to the horizontal, following that curvature of your jawline with the blade. So what you can do to conquer that area easily is stretch the skin. Ideally, you want to just reach up and over your head and pull up on your skin. You don't need to pull real tight. Just pull it up so that this portion goes upward, and then you shave it like so. And then you release it, and it falls back down below to this point. And voila, you've shaved across your jawline without actually shaving across your jawline. So that's a good trick. If you can't reach over your head for some reason, you can reach in front and pick up this way. Just leave yourself a little peekaboo so you can see what you're doing. And then shave across the area, right there. Release it, and you've navigated the jawline. Then you just carry on below the jawline and finish up. Now the lips, all around the lips is a little bit of a difficult area to shave, just because, especially here where they join, they go inward. So that area is a little bit difficult to remove all the hairs thoroughly. So what you want to do there is just take your tongue and push out from the inside, and that will flatten the area and it'll protrude. That will allow you to, I know it looks ridiculous, but it's only you in the bathroom, so no one cares. Push out, and then you can actually follow that all the way around with your tongue. Will help flatten that lip area. And then again to the other side. So you can shave it and get it nice and clean. Now, as far as under the nose, it's especially difficult to remove all the hairs directly under your nose, especially if you shave with a big boy like this Merkur Vision or this Merkur Future. You can see that the heads on these razors are pretty large. So it's a little, you can do the best you can to come across here and shave it, but they're so large sometimes it's difficult to get directly under the nose. What you want to do there, what I like to do is when I shave my upper lip, I'll shave it directly downward with the grain for the first pass, and then I'll go on a relather, and on the second pass I'll lay the blade flat across, just flat directly on the lip area and go across both ways, and then I'll lather up again, and when I go from nose to ear on my third pass coming across, I'll just lead with the tip of the razor, not the flat bar, not the entire bar, just the tip, and flat, stretch your upper lip out, and just that very tip, come in and clean out directly under the nose. Again, this way, just leading with the tip of the blade, the corner of the blade actually, on an angle, the full blade isn't touching your lip, and you can clean that area out nicely. Again, if you shave with a straight razor, ideal, that's a cat's meow. That will get you directly under the nose like so. And if you also lead with the tip, not the mid portion of the blade or the heel, it's much easier just with the tip. Hit that area, get in directly under, and clean it out. And you can do that on both sides, like so, nothing to it. Now, if by chance you used to shave with a multi-blade cartridge razor and you're not happy with the 5 blades pulling and tugging and dragging across your face, so you've switched to a safety razor, don't throw this away, don't run it over with a steamroller, don't drive your Harley over it. All you need to do is, you can still employ this to shave directly under your nose. Use the back side of it, not the 5-bladed side or the 3-bladed side, whatever it is. Use the back side, and it's called a precision trimmer. This will allow you to get directly underneath your nose and actually up into your nose a little bit if you wish, and clean out that area really nicely. And this is also good for trimming your sideburns, giving yourself a straight line right here, and then up along next to your sideburn if you need to. So if you've got this razor, don't toss it. You can still make good use of it. And as far as the cleft chin area, if you've got a cleft like this, like I do, it's a little difficult. You can again wet your fingers with the Allen block and just stretch it out and shave down like so, and also across, gently across. You can feel as you go across that area, the razor will sink in a little bit, but that will let you clean it out very nicely. And also, just going around my lips, what you can do is take your tongue to cover that area and place it directly behind, and then just work your way all the way around, and even on your lower lip, put your tongue behind it and flatten it out. The flatter the surface, the easier it'll be for you to navigate with your razor. Now, when I come to this point on my face where the goatee would come down like this, I generally have a little trouble removing. Those whiskers are pretty resistant in that area, and they seem to be more coarse than on the rest of my face. So in that area, I'll employ a couple of techniques that are more advanced. I don't recommend these if you're a newcomer to safety razor shaving. Get accustomed to your razor first, and then you can try this later on. Don't try it now. But if you've been shaving for a while, these two things, they're more advanced techniques. The first one is called buffing. What it is, I just like to think of it as a concentrated attack on the area where you're just taking little short strokes. And in general, when you shave with a safety razor, you have a locked wrist. You're not going like this, but this may be the only occasion where you would want to kind of flick your wrist a little bit. So all you'll do is, it will help if you stretch the skin a little bit, either by just moving your skin or with your finger. But what you want to do is just a short series of strokes, and this is just buffing straight down. Little half-inch strokes, flip it over when the blade becomes full. And that will help clean off the area. You can do it on both sides. Again, inflating a little bit of air into your cheek if need be, just to get it to stick out so you can shave across it easily. This next method is a little bit more advanced, and I only recommend it if you've been shaving with a safety razor for a while and you have some experience under your belt. Then you can try this one as well. This is called J-hooking. What you want to do with this, you're actually flicking and twisting the razor at the same time. And the analogy I make is when you're working on your car, your bike, whatever, you need a screwdriver. If you need it, you're twisting like this. That's kind of the movement you're going to be using with this razor. It's like a clockwise, just a twist, and you'll see just like this. So you'll have your razor and just give it a twist like so. It's like a quarter turn on the razor while it's against your skin. And just start off lightly with it and until you get accustomed to it. Even practice it without the blade and then insert the blade and go to it. So that you can do on both sides of your face. And again, it's just like a twisting of a screwdriver, a little flick and twist, and you can, whatever area seems to be problematic for you, that will enable you to conquer that area and remove the hair and make it BSS, baby smooth shape. So just do that, and that will thoroughly clean the area. What that in fact does, in my opinion, is it'll take your standard safety razor and convert it into a slant bar razor. I think that's what it's doing. So the slant bar razor, when the blade loads, it's twisted. As you can see, it's on an angle where it goes from up to down like so. And what I believe is when you're making this movement, you're actually duplicating that slant bar feature, and that helps you to remove the hairs because that's a much more aggressive position for the blade. Again, those two techniques, they're more advanced and should only be done by you if you're more experienced with a safety razor. And then keep in mind when you're shaving, generally you're going to do a 3-pass shave with the grain, north to south, across the grain from nose to ear, and then across the grain from ear to nose, relathering after each pass and rinsing. And so that concept is progressive beard reduction. You're removing a bit of the whisker growth with each pass that you make until you feel along the way, say even after your first pass, if you rinse off and you feel, wow, I'm nice and clean, you don't feel any whiskers, stop, you're done. Put your tools away and go on about your business. Most gents, myself included, it takes me 3 passes, and that's my way to a baby smooth shave, unless I'm using a straight razor, and I can usually get done quicker with a straight razor with fewer passes. So what you're doing is you're just removing a little bit of the whisker growth or your beard edge with each progressive pass that you make. So your typical shave would be to lather up and then make 1 pass with the grain like so, and then rinse off and feel around as you're rinsing. If your face feels baby smooth at that point in time, stop, you're done. If you feel like you still would like to get a little bit closer, if you feel some growth still there, then relather, perform a 2nd pass across the grain from ear to nose. And then after that you'll rinse off. If you feel that you're baby smooth at that point, you're done. Put your tools away, go on about your business. If not, it generally takes me 3 passes. I will relather again, and then I'll go either from nose to ear, or I will also go against the grain like so. And that will get me baby smooth. And so you don't have to perform 3 passes if you have a lighter beard after the 1st or the 2nd. As you're rinsing, if you're nice and clean, you're done. That's it. But some gents, it takes 2 to 3, possibly 4. And bear in mind, it's progressive beard reduction. With each pass, you're removing a little bit of the growth. You can't expect to remove it all perfectly in just 1 pass. And then once your shave is complete, what you want to do is you'll employ your alum block that you used earlier, and you can just dip it under cold water and glide that along your face, and that will more or less give you feedback. The places where you feel more stinging, if any, you went a little bit too deep with your blade, or you went over it too many times, and next time maybe try to pay a little more attention to that area and be more careful. That's what the alum block will do for you, along with sealing your pores and giving you a nice finish to your shave. It'll seal off any small nicks that you may have gotten during your shave. And will I nick myself when I shave with a safety razor or a straight razor? Yes. Eventually. It's part of the process. You're learning. The more you learn, the more you practice it, you'll nick yourself less and less until the point where you very seldom nick yourself. And one more thing, a lot of gents ask me, Geo, what's the best shave? Is it a multi-blade cartridge razor? Is it a safety razor? Is it a straight razor? Well, in my opinion, and again, this is IMHO, this is my humble opinion, the best shave attainable is with a properly sharpened straight razor. Whether you use a traditional style like this that you need to hone and sharpen and strop, or a feather replaceable blade straight razor that uses replaceable blades, that is, in my opinion, the closest shave attainable. You can get a great shave, don't get me wrong. You can get a great shave with a multi-blade cartridge razor. You can get a great shave with a safety razor, excellent shave. But to get the baby smooth with the fewest amount of passes, the straight razor. That's the one that gets the job done. And again, if you're interested in shaving with a straight razor, I don't recommend that you just right out of the box go buy one and start shaving with it. What you want to do is first, especially if you're switching from a multi-blade cartridge, you want to go to a safety razor and get your face accustomed to one blade contacting the skin. After several weeks, a month or whatever, if you feel you want something a little more challenging, go to the straight razor and try that out. And you can start, it depends on your budget. You can start with a razor like this, traditional, where you need to hone and strop it, or you can go with a shavette. That will get your feet wet for a relatively inexpensive amount of money and just get you started with straight razor shaving. Or if you want the creme de la creme, state of the art, the feather, no sharpen straight razors, either in straight or folding style, will really get the job done for you. Come visit me at shavenation.com for all your shaving supplies. Come and see me on YouTube. Check out all my videos. I've got videos about straight and safety razor. I complete entire shaves, show you how to lather, everything you need to know. Click the like button on Shave Nation on Facebook. I greatly appreciate that. And I'm geofatboy. Have a great shave. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care.